Hey guys, welcome back to another episode here of Farthest Frontier. Um, Last episode we did make it through the first winter. Um, we did get our stockyard built, which means we can now build the storehouse. Um, I'm not sure at the moment how happy I am with being this far away down here with my where I've kind of started. I think this is eventually it's going to be a great spot for like the dirty industry and stuff. I just feel like it's a long ways away right now for them building stuff. We're going to see how it goes. I'm not sure how I feel about that right now, but I do think we need to get a couple more houses built. Um, I am doing there is basically the square um, building. I saw this once when I first started playing. People were doing it this way, and I was like, okay, that's fine. And what it does is you build in the little squares like this, and then you have the middle, so you can put stuff in there: parks, decorations, statues, relics, different things in there to keep your people happy. So I'm like, okay, that works. All right, so we're gonna have those built. We're up to we only had like 4 slots open, so in case we get an influx of people, I wanted that done. Um, so the other thing that we do need to get them building on is going to be we got the stockyard done. Um, it's going to be a storehouse, and this will store all items, and that way this can get kind of out of our. We have somewhere to store stuff other than our wagon. But that will be nice to have. And we're eventually going to have our trader set up over here, so at least maybe have one over here. We'll end up eventually having some more. We're going to build in here. I'm honestly just not super thrilled with where things are at the moment, necessarily with where I'm building stuff, but we're going to put a root cellar over here. Since we're building out our housing kind of over this direction, we'll do, tell you what, where do we want to put this? I'm going to eventually do a wall around here, but I don't want that in the way. Could just go over here, I guess, for right now. You can always move it. We'll do that right there. All right. So, I don't think until those are built, we can't do the market. I don't want to even get started on any crop fields yet. The other thing we can do, where is my... All right. Well, I'm not sure where that just cut off, but I just realized after playing for a while that um, I had stopped. It had stopped recording. So I was like continuing on playing and talking to myself and doing some stuff. So since I don't know exactly where I cut myself off there, um, let's do a run through and kind of catch up what I've done in case I didn't capture any of this. But you got the tannery in there making coats for our people for winter. I moved the wood splitter down here so that they're going to be near um, the stockyard, um, where they can put, you know, that's where the planks will be, the firewood and all that stuff. That way everybody can be right out here together. We got the saw pit built. And they're making planks. Kind of moved the wagon around. I moved the hunter's cabin out over here to this part of town, and I built another second one. So we have another hunter out hunting, and we started the market. We're down to, it needs 24 more planks, but we're installed the market over here, and then this will all be housing around it. So yeah, that's probably, I guess, a quick catch up on what we got going on. Not sure if the root cellar, if I had that in on any recording or not, but we got that installed. You can see that's holding, they're storing berries and nuts, smoked meat and stuff in there. And we're up to 5 months, so we're getting a little bit better on food. We got our gatherers out here gathering, so that's opened up a little bit of stuff where we can kind of see what's going on out this way. So the other thing I was thinking about doing is we can move berries. That looks like berries, but it says it's hawthorn. So we need to see if we can find some berry trees, because we can have our gatherers run and move. Maybe this map doesn't have the berries that we can move. Oh, there's a blueberry bush. So the blueberry bushes we can go gather. We can kind of start having a little bit of a blueberry farm over here. So I think that's what we're going to do. It's just greens. Now we got to find our... Where did I put that other one? There it is. So this will make it so we can have a... You can actually move these two up here. And this will allow us to have a forager that just does those blueberries. We can have a whole farm over there, and they'll just they'll harvest those. So we always have a supply of food basically right over here, which will be cool to have. That's the only thing we can move. So we cannot move the hawthorn shrubs. I'm not sure why. That's the only thing we can move, but it's the way it is. And there's more blueberry bushes out here that we can actually go grab. Once you do upgrades later, though, and maybe that's why they don't let you do the other stuff, is you can upgrade later your harvester huts, where you just basically grow everything right at the hut. So that, that's convenient later on when you can do that. So they don't have to go out and stuff. They just basically grow a garden, which is nice. So we're getting closer here. We haven't had anybody come in. We still have spots for 10 more people, so I'm not going to worry about any more housing right now. Looks like I need to move his area. So, got hunters hunting. We're up to 5 months food. I would like that to be a little bit more, but we're going to go into winter here, so we're good on firewood, which is awesome. We got plenty of logs. Planks we're going to be low on until we get some more people and we can up our production there a little bit. I think it looks like we're doing pretty good to make it through this winter. So I'm not too worried about that. Let's see. I just looking to see kind of what we have for resources that we've uncovered. That's a deep mine, so the deep gold we're not going to be able to harvest until we get the mines going. Some greens out over there, mushroom, hazelnut, clay deposit, and maybe there's a excavation site. That'll be good to send some people out to. Okay, so we're going to need our temple before it'll let us do that. So some sites I know you can send people out to and have them start looking at it and start going through it. But I guess that one, since it's because it's a religious site, we can't do it yet. The other thing we can do, and I'm probably going to wait here, I won't start it necessarily in the winter, is we can send people out, kind of start exploring the outskirts where we can't see. And then if we build a tower, which we'll have to do here eventually, and then we do the spotter upgrade, that opens up a lot of the map too, where we have a lot more view of what's going on. Looks like we're still doing okay on deer. We can probably look here at some point of doing another, like maybe another fishing shack. I don't know where it's not showing the shoals of fish there anymore either. So I don't know if those don't show up. Because there was the shoal. Well, there's our fisherman out fishing. So he's made quite a bit of fish. But at some point we'll probably want to add another fisherman. Just Hawthorne. Alright. 8 more planks need to be brought over. I'm going to kind of see. We don't have any coats in stock, but I'm guessing our people are kind of taking those as soon as they're produced. Well, they have 8 in storage. So hopefully, and I don't know if that needs some market. All right, we got 2 more people moved in. We got a new villager born. All right, another knowledge point. Let's see what we want to do now. Do we want to stick with? I just think right now food is probably what we don't want to. We're not doing farmer field work. I think let's do that. We're invest in the food portion right now. It's a midwinter, deadly cold, temps moderate breeze. So it is cold. Hopefully our people have coats. Looks like everybody's staying inside right now. Oh, there's somebody out running around. He's not hungry. He's got 81% warmth. Okay, so he's got a coat. He's got a hide coat. And I'm guessing a lot of these guys probably came with them. So I don't think we were in a situation where necessarily people didn't have them or come with them. But now that we have new people and all that. And then plus, we'll soon be doing trading. And then once we get trading going, we can sell coats too. So if we're overproducing, we can sell those to traders, start making some money. I doubt, yeah, because it's cold, I guess. Nobody's out here working right now. Winter's definitely turned kind of not a lot going on, which I'm guessing in this age, it makes sense. You don't want to be outside in the elements. And let's speed up time just a little bit until we get through winter here. Oh, everybody decided to come out. So people are gonna go do work. They have quite a bit of ways to go. That's probably not ideal, but because they're going to spend a good part of their day, commuting. But that's all right. At least we got them. They're making coats, splitting some wood. They're making some planks. And since we got those couple of people in, I might go ahead and once spring comes around, we might build our basket maker. And get that going. Still cutting trees. Still got quite a bit flagged, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Looks like stuff's finally starting to melt. We got all our planks in we need for our market, and there we have it. So luxury goods, increase the happiness, and the villagers will automatically stock their shelters with available luxury goods. But a market expedites deliveries. So as long as those are nearby to their stuff, they'll just go there and grab their stuff, so they don't have to run around town. And do their stuff. So, all right, so we got that, which is good. And they'll start stocking the market, and you can see that, you know, it'll carry soap, food, firewood. So it's kind of an in-between place for all the villagers to grab supplies, so they're not running around all the storehouses. All right, let's get. I do want to build. I think we're going to get the basket shop going, because that'll help us. Get the. That'll help efficiency. We got stone, so we should be good to build that. It'll take a while for the planks. How are we doing on people here? We only have 7 laborers. It would be nice to get some more people in. We got 7 open spots. We can think about, I guess, building houses. Oh, 8 people. Yes, we'll accept you. We'll add 3 more houses because we're over right now. People. All right. Gonna probably go ahead. Firewood splitting. So right now we're keeping up with it okay. I would like a few more planks. We're gonna add 1 more person. And they're cutting down planks. Or maybe 2. I hate to hurt our from our laborers too much, because we finally got enough right now. Let's get some trees cut down first. When we have all these extra people, and then we'll add some more manpower down here. All right, so now we got enough houses for everybody, which is good. Waiting on 13 planks to be brought over for our basket maker. All right. Ooh, lightning just started some fires. So you can see what'll happen here. Everybody, everything's catching fire. So everybody will come running, and they'll all go to the well and grab water. And And then they'll all run over and start throwing water on the fires and putting the fires out. And this is why you want to make sure you have wells nearby. Oh, and it's even spreading into more houses. Hopefully they can get this out. Look at them go. Well, all my houses are on fire. Come on, guys. I guess I can. Let's turn it down to 1 times speed. Oh, those burned all the way down. I don't think I've had a fire this bad on any of my my other builds. Oof, this is not good. They don't seem to be running around as much anymore, are they? Where are you guys going? Where are you guys all going? Did the well run out of water? Maybe they're all having to go down to the lake now to bring water. Wow. I have managed to lose, I think, every house. We're gonna get these all rebuilt. This is where the plus on the I don't know why they're not fighting the fire anymore. I think they gave up. Well, all right, everything burned down, so we'll rebuild everything. At least we're in spring. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had any. The fires I always had on my other ones were all smaller, little fires. I never saw anything that big. The housing shortage? No, really? Well, they're all bringing the. They're bringing wood over, so. And it's only 5 logs for each, so. Hope our builders will knock these out pretty quick. knowledge points. All right. So our next one up there is speed for foragers, hunters. I'm not going to worry about that. I still just think it's weird how much how huge this UI is. 15% work speed, work less per 15 to do smoked stuff. That could be nice. Fish replenishment, sustainable farming. Taxation could be good, so we can start making some money. I'm not worried about defensive barricades just yet. You know, the damage for villagers could be nice. That increases. We're not producing shoes just yet. Stone, we're not too worried about that. Firewood, pottery, clothes. Now the tree's coming down faster. Let's do that one. And then somehow we have one other point. We're gonna prep because I know that we're gonna be getting some raiders here soon. First attack or two shouldn't be too bad, but we know they're going to be coming. Great impending heat wave. The shoal of fish is back. That's good. Did I not put all these in the same place? Looks like I didn't. All right, let's get houses up. Get those built. We're almost there. 2 more houses. All right, so everybody's got a house now. So at least we're covered. That's a good thing. Still missing 13 planks. I think our builders are prioritizing houses, so that's fine. Alright, well, we made it through that disaster. You grab those planks. We'll figure out. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do the town center part just yet. As we get upgrades here, I may put the trader up here. And just kind of make this the thing, and then eventually we'll have a thing to hold our money, and then I do want to fortify it eventually. And then we will soon need to do lookout towers just because we're going to have some... we're just waiting right now and biding our time until the raiders decide to come see us. And I haven't seen any indication of them yet. Sometimes you'll get, we'll see where there's like a raider camp somewhere. But it doesn't look like there's anything exposed yet on our outskirts. It shows good, but it, somehow we're down to, I guess you want to say somehow we're down to 1 month's food, but that makes sense because the houses all were stocked and burned up, and then they restocked. So that does make sense. All right, they can pull quite a bit of blueberries out there if they're out there doing that. That's fine. I'm going to move this one over so they'll grab these other bushes, I hope. And I think... All right, so yeah, I didn't really need to do that because we can keep... this person basically doing stuff over there, and then we can do a harvest here, and our laborers will eventually come by and pick those for us, which will work. That's easier than having to worry about redoing a harvest area for our foragers. We'll just let them go do their thing out there. So hopefully we'll start to get some food back up. So he's got firewood. He's done pretty good for the last year or so. Now that we got houses restocked, we're up to, we got like over 10 open houses that are, spots for people, so that's a good thing. Our basket shop. Why? Okay, he's stocking the basket shop. He hasn't produced anything just yet, but hopefully he'll get going on baskets. And we can kind of see what else we might want to do here. We can do a shrine that ups desirability. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. I don't think there's any storage things we need to worry about right now. Food production. I want some more people before I stop worrying about a crop field. We could maybe do another fisherman. I wouldn't mind. Do we have anything else with a shoal? Kind of one down here. There's one in that pond too. It's almost like maybe we'll get somebody fishing down here. think that might not be a bad idea, just to start building up our food production. We'll do another fishing shack. We're just going to put it over here. It's not super close to where he's going to be fishing, but close enough. He can run over there and fish and come back. So we'll get that going just to up that food production. I think we probably should start looking at, what else do we have in here? I probably should get the Fletcher going, just so we can start having some more weapons. And he's going to build out of wood and stuff. He's not necessarily dirty, like the people won't want to be around him, but his resources are down here, so I think we're going to put him down there. And then what else can we do? We got the basket shop. Cobbler would probably be a good idea too, so we start having more shoes. Alright, so he produces the shoes from hides also, which I think are all going to be stored. Those are all going to be stored basically in the storehouse. We don't have very many right now. How are we doing at our hunters' cabins? They got a few. I think they're just being used right now for, so many are being used for coats right now that, so the cobbler might have to fight somebody for those, but at least he'll be making a few shoes. And I think since he'll want his stuff that's kind of stored over here, we'll put him over in this area. So we'll build him there too. That'll take a while. I think we got everything else kind of going. I do want to do a tower. So our tower takes 50 gold. We're up to 30. But we can think about putting maybe a lookout tower up here, you know, to start kind of the fortification of our town center. And let's see, I'm not gonna worry about any roads or fences. Decorations, we can start looking at that soon and trying to make people happy. I mean, the only thing I'm thinking is maybe like having a shrine might help us bring people in. You can see the desirability goes up. So it's doing, looks like 5%, 6% over there. So we're going to put him, we'll just put him in the middle. Actually, he's 100. Never mind. We'll come back to that. I didn't realize how much he cost, but he's 100 gold, so. So as you can see, this is really a chill kind of builder. It's not super high speed. Nothing happens super fast. So I like it. It's not like things happen so fast, that you kind of lose track of what's going on. Did I add? I added one. How am I doing on? How many laborers do I have right now? 11. We're gonna add another. Because we got logs. We just need more. We need more planks. So we'll upgrade that. All right, Fletcher's going. He's finally got some storage of some logs, so he'll start doing. And you can come in and tell him what you want, built, so you can do. Hey, I want more arrows 2-to-1 for the ratio or whatever you're gonna do, but I think we're actually off to a good start here in our little town. The only thing we do have to watch food and make sure we're doing a good ratio. Of food stuff and keeping that up with our people. 2 hunters should be able to keep up with our needs for a while. Where did I put my other fish? Oh, they're still working on that's the fishing shack. All right. How are we doing how would this do? Fishing productivity, 220. I think that's the best I can do. 220%. We'll go with that one. So fish will be a good resource. How's our smokehouse guy doing? He's in storage. Got quite a bit in storage. I was looking to see here. I don't think it tells you when they're like overburdened. See, his travel time's not too bad, and I think the problem is, watch this. Let's see. No, it doesn't show their travel time is too bad either. Even though they're all going to live up on the other. All right. So at least we're starting to look like a town. We're getting people with good careers going. How's our inventory doing on? I remember which one does all of our town goods. Resources. So, just seeing kind of what we have. We have a bunch of willow, which is all right. We're doing okay on tools. That's the other thing we really have to watch. Because our tools will, once we run out of those, people can't work in a lot of stuff, in a lot of professions. So that's going to become an issue. We're going to have to start making tools. Bows and arrows are going. Eventually here we'll be able to start making crossbows. It doesn't look like we have any. No shoes are in storage. Almost no berries. Meat, I'm not worried about. We have smoked meat. No raw fish, I'm not worried about. All right. got 3 months of food. Would, I mean, it'd be nice to get that really stocked up, where we have more than 3 months, but we'll work on that here and see if we can up that a little bit. The other thing I'm thinking about at some point doing down here for these guys is we can do those temporary shelters. That might be nice to have for people down here. So they have somewhere that has some food and stuff stored and they can rest, since they're so far away from their house. That might help our efficiency. What else do we have in here? I almost feel like it might be worth doing another. Yeah. And get some nuts and stuff. We might want to put another forager hut down here soon, especially if we get more people. All right, 5 more planks get brought over. We'll have our cobbler going. I was thinking he was finished already when I was looking earlier at shoes. We're up to 44 gold. How are we doing? We have plenty of housing. I'm not going to worry about that too much just now. We may just go north. We're going to call it north. I don't know what direction this actually is, but up in here for our first, when we expand after we get this filled in, we may just go up over this way. But that's a ways. I could change my mind by then. But how's he doing? He's made some arrows. You know what? I'm gonna get 2 people in there just so we can start building up our bows and arrows. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna do another forager shack down here. We're gonna get that built just so we can. There's a lot of goods down here that we need to be probably getting. A lot of these greens and stuff that are down here, and the nuts. And we're going to go into another winter. 4 months of food. All right, so our cobbler's going. Oh, so he does 2 shoes for, is it per pelt? Oh, I didn't realize it has work right there. All right. All right, Got another point to spend. What do we want to do here? We're not doing linen clothes or soap yet. I mean, it would help with firewood. You know, we'll increase our shoes. Make it easier on our cobbler. All right, we almost got a new person here to forge your hut. I think we're gonna put them. We'll see what we can, how much of this we can gather with. They got a pretty big area. Although now we're running out of stuff. It's that time of year where things are starting to die. Let's just get them going down here for right now. See if they can get us a few things. And you can move them around, like, and have them chase items. Just got to remember, you know, where you have them and to move them around, like for each season. You know, because there'll be different things that you might want them to go grab. See, everything's quickly just dying out before they're even going to be able to go down and grab any of it. Yeah, there's really nothing for them to harvest right now, unfortunately. All right, well, let's start. Let's get through winter here. So yeah, we're really at the point where we need to get up into tier 2 now. Which will open up, you know, a bunch of other stuff for us. We're going to be able to get the trading post going. And for that, we're going to need 60 planks and 30 stone. So that won't be a problem to get up to tier 2. We'll do that maybe first thing next episode. Actually, we're 2 away from, oh no, sorry, I was looking at our gold. Yeah. So we can get to tier 2 here next session, or next episode. But yeah, let's get through winter here, and then we will roll into the next year. We'll call it good. Get through year 2 and 3. And sorry about the recording issue earlier. But hey, I had practice talking to myself, so that's fine. We ended up fine. Hopefully everybody will make it fine through this winter. We should be good. How are we doing on? We have lots of coats. Lots of firewood. And we got a pretty good variety. We're getting a bunch of medicinal roots, which we'll need later. Is it showing? We're not showing any baskets from our basket person yet, but they've made 7. So my guess is right now we're still at the point where, like, as soon as they make them, um, people are taking them, and they're going and being used. So kind of cool though, isn't it? I think just the detail that they put into all of these things. That, you can go and look and tell, what is it? He's got shoes out front, shoes in the front door, right? I like it. Well, he's got blood on the ground. He's working on the meat. He's got the head mounted. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. All right, well, we're getting ready to roll over into the next year. Things are starting to thaw out. So that's cool. All right, well, as we roll into year number 4, we're going to go ahead and call this one. Thanks for joining me on this one, and we'll be back soon with another episode. We'll start expanding stuff, get into tier 2, and things will start rolling pretty fast after that with getting into trading and all kinds of stuff that we got to do. So join me next time. We'll keep it going. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.